Hello, dear ones. Miriam here with you, coming back after a week of, shall we say, unprecedented events. I have to say, I have to admit that today's topic, I found it to be a challenge. Not in the sense of the subject matter itself, it's what to really talk about that might be helpful with regards to such high intensity of feelings, shall we say. And I struggled a little bit, what do I say that would be helpful, really, that would be helpful. Um, so I decided to go with what I'll be talking about today. I'm calling it non-attachment. However, it's really more than that. It's a lot more than that. It's sort of a combination of so many things that each can be discussed individually. Perhaps at some future point we will. However, for the sake of today, I'm calling it non-attachment. Now, what do I mean by non-attachment? I'm sure you can make a few guesses yourselves. The title itself is self-explanatory pretty much. Non-attachment to material things, non-attachment to not tangible things. Take your pick. You can each approach it any way you want. However, for today, from my perspective, I would like to talk about non-attachment with regards to emotions. Yes, very challenging. Yes, I know we're all feeling a spectrum of feelings, all of which are pretty strong, I can assure you. Not only from my end, but I can attest to some of you with regards to what I've seen. So it's precisely for that reason that I thought non-attachment might be a more appropriate approach to what I want to say, because we all own our feelings very strongly, don't we? I mean, we feel things, and by God, we feel them very passionately, very strongly. We have opinions on everything, may it be anything political, all the way down to um, somebody's car or house or decorations or, nature. Look at the flowers, look at the trees, take your pick. So, and it is part of us because we're all human beings. We are born to feel these things, and feelings are good. They're our compass of how we navigate in the world, how we react to things, how we respond to things. So it's not about one being good and not good. It's not a judgment. I actually wanted to call this segment judgment at first, but I'm taking a lesser aggressive way, if you will. But judgments we have. If we're honest with ourselves, we all make them. Whether it's totally unconscious or we mean to judge someone. We make pronouncements on situations and people and what have you. I don't need to go on about that. So my suggestion would be to give the feelings a little bit of a twist. Not to not feel them, okay? Let your feelings go through you. Don't hold them in place. Don't be attached to them. If you can step back and observe your feelings from an observer's point of view, you will realize that the attachment to the feelings is removed, is is like there is one extra step in order to get it. So I'm not saying don't feel your feelings. By all means, feel them. That's what makes you human. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you dynamic. However, don't be attached to it, you know? If it's so much anger that you're feeling, and this is particularly helpful for not so positive emotions because it puts us in a state of imbalance, and sometimes, affects our actual health. So take a step back, you know, acknowledge the fact that you're feeling a feeling. Okay, well, hello, isn't that interesting? I'm feeling very, very, very upset. So take a step back and look at yourself feeling those things. It's like going outside of your body, if you will, and be an observer to yourself and what you're going through at the moment. And that would give you not only a different perspective, but it would detach you from those intense feelings, and you could process it a lot easier. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but I'm asking you to actually try that. And you will see it's very different, and it takes away that edge, if you will, from where you are at the moment, which might incapacitate you. I know we all went through something historic last week, not only for our country, but for the world. And I'm not going to get political about it. We certainly, all of us, have opinions, and boy, do we have feelings. So it was because of that that I felt compelled to encourage you to do this exercise, because it will help you process it faster, and also to be more in your power, and to be able to do what you need to do, instead of just going around and being, really upset at everything and everyone. I guess what I'm saying is it brings about another perspective. I'm not going to go as far as saying acceptance. However, it should bring about acceptance, because there's nothing you can do about matters that are not in your control. So accepting them, however, unwillingly, it would make you more functional. That's the word I was looking for, functional. So give it a try. Step outside of yourself. Step outside of the first person and be in the observer seat, observing yourself going through your emotions. And that is the non-attachment that I'm talking about, not being attached to feelings. I'm not talking about material things. We could have a discussion on each and every one of these for a whole segment, but that's not going to make a difference one way or another to what I'm saying at the moment. Non-attachment to the feelings will be more helpful for you to get on with regards to pretty much anything. So with that being said, I put forth this challenge to you. I hope you will try it. I really hope you try it, and you let me know what you think of it. I have been trying to do this in the past several days, shall we say, and I have found it to be beneficial to me. So I never suggest anything to you that I don't try myself first, or along with you, as I've said it before. So I have found that it has been very helpful for me to get on, basically, get on with the world, with myself, with others. So here's to non-attachment. If you think this is helpful for anyone you know, please forward it, share it. Let's help everyone be able to get on. Until next time, namaste.